again. It's a beautiful day, and I'm at my local playing fields. There's just a cricket match going on in the background there. You might be able to see some of that, but I'm far away from them, and there's not very many people around at all here. And I'm here to do the first flight of my drone, and hopefully this is going to be successful. So there's the drone. You saw my last video about putting it all together. I fitted a SIM card into it in the slot here, and I'm ready now to do my first flight. This is very much a learning curve, and basically I'm doing it in the beginner's mode, so I don't do anything disastrous with it, but yeah, I'm ready to go. So let's get started.
One of the things that I neglected to bring, which was really important, was a flat surface, a piece of card or a mat to take off from, because the rear legs of this are very close to the ground and the props will interfere with the grass. I've at this point done all the gyro calibration, and also done the orientation by twisting around, twisting the drone around, and that's all ready to go. And my controller now says ready to fly, and to do that I have to bring both sticks back and in towards the center, and that will start the propeller. I'm flying this in the restricted mode because it's the first time I've flown it, and I don't want to lose it or damage anything or anybody. So let's do that and get the prop started.
Extremely stable in flight. I'm very pleased with that. And let's zoom out and take it up a little bit. Now, as I say, I've got it in the safe mode, so let's turn it around, take it up.
Right, this is footage at 1080 from the drone, and I'm in beginner mode, so the flight distance is limited to 30 meters and the flight altitude to 30 meters. Excuse me. And the return altitude, it will go up to 25 meters before it starts to return. I'm quite pleased with these images. They look nice and clean. It's at 1080 at 25 frames, and the drone is comparatively smooth in flight. As I say, there's no stabilization on the camera itself, no gimbal stabilization, but and I'm jerking it about a bit, bearing in mind this is the first time I've flown the thing. Oh, you can see me down there on the bottom, midway on the right there. Oh dear, I don't know why I'm coughing. And all the pollen at the park, I expect. Anyway, I'm quite pleased with this. So as I say, I can't go higher than 30 meters, which this is, and it's doing things quite well. There was no problem setting the thing up or calibrating it, and I've just got to get used to the joysticks now. They are very responsive, and one touch and things start to happen, so that's something to look out for. But basically it's a very flyable drone, a very lovely drone, and there's the cricket match taking place and Salford in the background, and the hall. Lots of people up there today. There are some people playing tennis, but there are people walking their dogs, kids playing football, obviously tennis, so lots of things going on, and me on the ground, of course, filming. But yeah, okay, so we're still at 30 meters and just turning the thing around. The camera is quite good. There's a control on the transmitter that you turn, and the camera goes up and down according to where you want. So you can actually look right down at the ground, or you can look far into the distance. Such a lovely day today with those clouds in the background, and I'm just going to move along a bit now towards the hall and until I get to my 30-meter range, which I think I have. The drone then starts to dip a bit and starts to come back, which is very reassuring when you're first flying this. Right, I think that's about it now. We're going to get a bit seasick else, so I'm going to bring that press return to home, and the drone is now starting that particular maneuver. When I get a bit more experience, of course, I'll shut off the settings for beginner and set them as I want to. But I think I'm quite pleased with that. I need to go a bit further away, really. Now the drone is starting to descend. Flight return to home seemed to work absolutely fine. Unfortunately, it's going to hit the grass because, as I say, it's not going to find that case I put it on. So it's just going to hit the grass. But yeah, quite pleased with that for the first flight of my drone, and I think we're going to about crash just about now.
Well, safely back home after flying the first flight of my SjRC quadcopter or drone, and I was been very pleased with the results. As I said earlier, it was a very limited flight because I had the beginner's mode switched on. I think that's wise to do until you get familiar with the device. So yeah, very pleased with it. Still got lots of battery left, but I'm going to put it on charge now and put this control on charge as well. This is also charged with a micro charger from your battery charger. So that's going to go on. So now it's just a question of folding it up and put the small ones in first. Getting more used to this now. It is nice and solid. And this one. And this one. And there it is. It returns to a brick, and I put it down. Well, hope you found this interesting. I've quite enjoyed the upgrade. I'm pleased with the video. So next time, maybe I'll be back in the workshop. But who knows? So many different things can happen. Anyway, thank you again for watching, and thank you for all the views I've had on my last video with unpacking this. So until next time, as always, take care.